Hi, this is Kerry Witt of Results Paraplanning, and in this video I'll be showing you how you can use David Bertram's EPMP spreadsheet to be able to produce your statements of advice. And I'll also be going through with you why I believe that there really needs to be an alternative and how I've actually done that for my clients and how you can use it yourself. So first of all, I've got the screen open at the moment to David Bertram's Excel spreadsheet. So if I click to the beginning, you'll see the data input page, and that will hopefully look very familiar with you. If you haven't seen this before, then I am producing some training videos to show you how you can use this, or I'm sure David would be more than happy to be able to show you on how to use this yourself. Okay, in this one I've just put a dummy client in, and I've used the advisor John Bloggs and Paul and Matthew Brown as clients. So skipping through all of the data input section and going straight to the statement of advice, because I've already put those details in, we've got reports 1, which is the first third of the SOA, reports 2, reports 3, and then there's the appendix. Now what you're going to get, well, first of all, how you actually produce your SOA is you're going to go File, then Print, and then you're going to choose either, you can print the entire workbook, but you'd actually just want to print the active sheets, and then click OK, and then press on Reports 2 and do the same thing. So again, go to Print, and then print the active selection, and then again for reports 3, and again for the appendix. Now what you're going to get, I've just printed that out and printed that to PDF, so you can, this is the same as if I actually physically pulled the pages from my printer right now to be able to show you, and it's actually quite a professionally looking SOA. So I'll take you through the first few pages. There's the SOA letter, and it's asking you to insert your details here. So you would do that on your own version of the spreadsheet so that you wouldn't need to keep updating that every single time. And again, we've got the title page that's got the corporate authority details, so that you would just delete that or complete that as appropriate. Then we've got the table of contents, which as you can see has got through to 82 pages, and then the appendix. Then it goes into the statement of advice, engagement statement, and all the usual things that we expect to see. So the executive summary, goals and objectives, and then it starts to get into some of the more detail on it. So just quickly going through there to give you a quick look at what it actually looks like. You can see we've got the current situation, their income details, their expenses, their surplus, which is vital in EPMP, and then we've got their actual current position regarding their assets and their net worth. So rather than going entirely through that, because you can go through that at your own pace, I just want to take you back up to the table of contents and show you what was one of my greatest issues when I first started using the EPMP template that is in here. Now I'm going to put the pointer on two of the areas that I think a lot of advisors would probably find that they would not use each one of these every single time, and that is strategy, agricultural investments, and strategy, structured products. I haven't seen an advisor use both of these products in a statement of advice for EPMP yet. So what they would do if they were going to use the Excel version of the SOA would be they would need to manually delete that line. So how you would do that, going back to the spreadsheet, we would actually go to reports 2, where it's actually got the strategy sections, and then scroll along until we actually got to strategy, agricultural investments, and then you would physically need to highlight that section and then delete it. Now as you can see, it didn't just automatically delete, so you're going to have to be able to change the each section in there to be able to get rid of that, and then you're actually going to have a blank page in your SOA, which is going to look a little bit unprofessional. So, but what about some of the more simple areas that we've got in the statement of advice? Say for instance you're filling out your bullet points, and this one in this example is reasons for change of product, which is part of the superannuation section, but this could just have easily been the objectives. Now the text is actually entered in to a text box here. So say you wanted to adjust this and you're just saying, okay, well here's my reason, and you are busy typing away and you've got your reason finished. Okay, then you click on and click on to the next one and change it to the way that you want it to be. Now as you can see here, it's not that easy. It's time consuming to be able to click on there and then physically go in there, delete the last one and actually type over the top of it. But what concerns me more is that the layout. So you can see that there's this big nasty gap, and what happens if my reason 3 happened to be longer? I would have to either shift it up so that it came in here to fill that precise gap, or I need to try and change these gaps, which as you can see is not, it's a little bit fiddly to be able to do. So here I've got it in between the lines here, and then I want to change my bullet point, and then I've got to change every single one underneath it. So you can start to see why I find that this is just quite fiddly and not quite up to the standard that I wanted for our clients to be able to produce them with a quality statement of advice. And if you've seen my video on how I help people, my number one reason is quality. Quality is essential to me because you are providing a quality service to your client, and you need to have a quality product to be able to back that up. So that's it for me in showing you the SOA, being able to produce that inside the EPMP spreadsheet. In the next video I'll actually show you how I have developed a Word template to be able to link in with David Bertram's spreadsheet, and it actually imports all the details, which makes it a lot more efficient, and you're able to edit it as you want. But that's it for me for now. My name is Kerry Witt from Results Paraplanning, and I look forward to talking with you soon.